The boys and I are super lucky that my husband loves to cook. If he has some uninterrupted cooking time, he will use it, and he is a very good cook. His mom was a chef, owned her own catering business, so he knows all that stuff. So he makes these awesome pancakes, and he loves having breakfast meat of some sort with pancakes. I don't know why I did this in my bodybuilding days, but I love Greek yogurt with maple syrup mixed in. I mix in a lot more maple syrup now because I like it that way, and I don't really worry about the calories in it. I just eat because it tastes good, and to me, I like that it adds a little bit more protein in there, and then the boys like it too. So let's eat. Hubby made whipped coffee. It is so good, but he said it took a really long time. He used the KitchenAid mixer, but it is delicious. I'll get his recipe. Whoa, look at that. Look at that. So my N.E.A.T, my non-exercise activity thermogenesis has been very high today. Went outside and played after breakfast. We've been deep cleaning the house, like deep cleaning, like washing the walls and behind the bed and the oven and stove and all that stupid stuff. So I've been just working on top of my workout today. So I'm very, very hungry at this point. So I have a hodgepodge of things. Tuna fish with pickles and mayonnaise, and then my husband made gluten-free blueberry muffins. So that's my satisfaction, my protein to keep me sustained throughout the day. Mixed in with some fats. I have some fats in my peanut butter here too. The apples left over from my son that took a bite of each of the middles and left the rest. So I am eating those because apples and peanut butter sounded good. Probably do these gluten-free Vans cheddar chips. I'm not gluten-free, but my son is. And so we just have a lot of gluten-free stuff in the house with the tuna fish, and then some crispy fresh vegetables just for a different texture change. So, all right, we'll see what I eat. So I wanted to explain to you guys my theory on first thought, second thought thinking. This is also, I kind of switched it and called it higher self thinking, because this like really helped me throughout my journey into like, okay, that first thought that's always gonna be there. Like, I was just craving more sweets today. And it's really weird if you noticed, I usually snack a lot throughout the day. And lately I've just been eating bigger, 3 like larger meals per day, which is totally fine. It's totally normal for your body to kind of like switch, especially after this quarantine and stress happening. If your eating habits have changed, it's totally normal. And in real life, and any time like during the year of any year, it's okay if all of a sudden you're snacking more, or if all of a sudden you're eating bigger meals. Like, things are going to even out. You have to trust that your body is going to like that it knows what it's doing. If you're eating and you're like filling your body with nourishing foods, you're moving it for exercise, you're giving it satisfaction, you're going to be at your healthiest natural weight. And you don't have to do that with calorie burn or for a certain number on the scale. I mean, yes, if you're an elite athlete or if you're working on certain physique goals, that's fine, but I've lived that part of my life, and I want this sustainable balance now. So back to that second thought thinking. So, my first thought was, Christy, you shouldn't have another muffin. Like, are you kidding me? You just had one earlier. You can't have 2 in one day. And then my higher self thinking, my second thought thinking is, well, why not? Like, if I don't have that, then I'm probably going to deny myself that craving, and I'm going to maybe make something healthier, with blueberries, and like I probably would have done blueberries and cottage cheese or something like that, and it wouldn't have hit the spot for me. So I would have eaten the blueberries and cottage cheese, and then I would have said, okay, well, just 1 piece of chocolate, and then 1 piece would have turned into 5, and eventually it probably would have been like even more calories than if I would have just eaten the damn muffin. So that first thought is always your ingrained thought, that thought that it's never true. Unfortunately, that thought's never truly gonna go away. Like, it's that ingrained thought in your head of 2 muffins is bad, I shouldn't have this, that's not good. And then that higher self thinking, that second thought thinking, is the one that you've learned. So it's the one that's harder to hear. It's quiet, it never shouts, it always whispers, but you can kind of harness this and pick that voice back up again, because it's still there. I used to think that once I was healed and once my relationship with food got better, that I wouldn't have these thoughts anymore at all, and that's not true. In fact, it's just the opposite. These thoughts are still there, but now instead I know how to overcome them. And I know that now I'm completely satisfied. Like, nothing sounds good to me right now. We have a plate of brownies out there, and that doesn't even sound good. To whereas before, I would have gone ham on those brownies and just taken down the whole thing. So this is a process. It's a long one. And I just want to let you guys know that's normal and okay if you have 2 muffins in one day. Totally fine. So you're going to live, I promise. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.